What's going on, guys? Night Striker here, and I have not made a video explaining who I am. So, here you go. So, my real name is Malcolm Huey, as I've said in my recent videos on my other channel, and I came into the gaming commentating whole business thing just to because I wondered about it for all these years. I started watching YouTube when I had my very first computer that had internet, and it was the most exciting thing in the world. And it came in at the time I was playing World of Warcraft at this time, and I was so extremely obsessed with it. So I started looking up content for it, yada yada yada. And I found YouTube, and I never really YouTube was sort of like not really as big as it is now. So this is when all like the fresh the YouTubers who are big now are actually not that big back in those times when I started YouTube. And I found this one YouTube channel. I'm gonna put his link in the description, and even it's great. His name was Young Fries Wow, and like he made like the funniest World of Warcraft dubs or skits, parodies. I don't know whatever you call them, machinimas, if that's a term. And like they're just the funniest thing ever. So I loved every last one of them. And like he used to say, I always wonder how people do that type of stuff. It's just like it's crazy. So I started watching like a lot of YouTube. It was mostly around that time, and I started going more into like other content, and I started to discover like the whole editing phase and everything. I remember there's another YouTube channel that I'll never forget for this guy's editing skills. It's amazing. His name is Idol2010. And his link's in the description. Also, all the channels I described in this video is going to be in the description that you definitely should check out. And his edits are just amazing. Like, it's just the craziest thing ever. I truly do believe if I ever get to his skill of like actually being able to do that type of stuff, I'll be set for life. Like, trust me, I will be set for life. So I started watching more and more YouTube. I started getting inspired like every day, to actually give this a shot. So I made my very first video. I wish I had these videos. These videos are like, complete crap, but it was the experience that I got out of it that was more valuable to me. I just loved doing this type of thing. It was just extremely fun. It was the skill that I wanted to get. So all I was using back in the day was Windows Movie Maker. So I really had nothing. It was simple. Drag this, drag that, transition, credits. That's it. It was the simplest thing. Add music. It was the simplest thing ever to do. So that was pretty much it. So when I started making videos at the time, and it was sort of a side thing. I never really mattered to me as much as it does now. So I got more serious about it, and I made my very first, I would say, official video. It was called the Uncharted 3 music video, and that video is actually in this channel. I'll put a link to it. And it actually started growing slowly over the years, and I checked it not too recently, and it hit 3,000 views. It's just crazy. And all I did was just put together like clips from like gameplay videos and like E3 reveals, and it came together, and that was the product, and people loved it. So I started to notice this can actually be sort of a skill or a trade that I can go into. So editing was starting to grow on me after a while. But I wasn't really too serious about it, because it was just something that was just a side thing, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. So I started making videos. I did Resistance 3, I did Uncharted 3, and I did Assassin's Creed 3. That's a lot of threes, holy cow. But I started doing, and those are my 3 official videos. I got rid of this Resistance 3 for some strange reason. I don't know why I got rid of it, but I did. I wish I never did. And then I have Assassin's Creed 3 video on here, but YouTube muted because of the music that I use, so it's the video, but there's no music behind it, so it's just blank. I'm taking it down because it's like, I actually do want to redo it sometime, but I'm having a hard time trying to find music that I actually used back in the time when I made that video. So that video might stay dead, sadly. It's a really good video. But yeah, so I noticed that this whole editing thing was actually starting to become a skill of mine, and when I was a senior in high school, I was in this video class, video production. I made one film called The Transaction, and this is the thing that stuck out to me. The rest of the films are okay, but this one specific film was really gave me the idea that I can truly go into the field for something like this. That this is something I actually love doing. You know, I never had a clue what I was going to do when I got out of high school. It was just whatever. I probably was just going to get a job, and that was it. But I finally figured out who I was when I made this movie. I'm going to put that in the description. It was a really, really good movie. I just short filmized. It was stressful to make, to produce and everything. But once I finished it and everything was done, it was beautiful. It was a great video. I am extremely proud of it. And you know, recently I've noticed, you know, I haven't really started to become very proud of my products that I make. You know, it's just like, I can do better. I can add a few things here. I can do a few things here. You know, I didn't do good enough. I can do better. I can do way better. And I try to push myself into doing it, but it's slowly growing. So I'm currently going to college. I am in freshman in college right now, and I'm going in for filmmaking. So, you know, my whole editing process thing, I hopefully start to get more skills in that field so I can get somewhere with it. But I'm slowly starting to notice, you know, that my love for YouTube is starting to grow stronger and stronger every day. And you know, and the great thing about college, you know, is that, you know, not only the education part is great, but you know, the amount of people that you meet. You know, I'm also, you know, I started my own club, Divergent Nation. That's another channel I'm gonna put a link to. And you know, I have all these guys, these people who stands up with me, who's willing to go as far as I am to go with this. You know, who's for my ideas, you know, and purpose and stuff that I want to do in this world. It's the greatest thing ever to watch. It's crazy. So I had the feeling that being a leader of something is just, it's breathtaking. It's extremely breathtaking. So yeah, I recently got my game capture card, and I've been gaming for almost my entire life. So it's something that I'm I have a lot of knowledge of. There we go. I have knowledge of. So having people watch me and, you know, doing it, you know, it's a whole new thing. But you know, I just don't think about it. I just play. You know, it's like I always done for all my years. You know, I just play it. So after I brought my game capture card, I made my very first video, and this is where I am now. So again, I look forward to doing the whole gaming commentary thing as many times as I can, because I'm very serious about this. You know, all the people that I watched back in my time, you know, it's inspired me, and to now be able to do this, because I have the equipment to do it now. It's crazy, and I might actually get somewhere with this. You know, I'm not doing this for the money, but I'm doing this to hopefully one day inspire someone who used to be in my shoes when I was younger, to do the same thing that they want to do. You know, maybe I can inspire another person who's just obsessive with Warcraft or something like that, and maybe they want to go into something like this. You know, I just want to inspire somebody. That's my main goal in life, is to inspire somebody. You know, I'm pretty sure it's everyone else's goal usually, but you know, I'm very, very, very serious about that. So yeah, so all I'm gonna do is, you know, is keep putting content out there for you guys, you know, as many times as I can. You know, 3 views, 4 views, whatever. As long as I'm doing what I'm doing, I care. But you know, I'm not in it for the money. I'm just in it just to show you guys that I'm very serious about this. Like, very, very serious. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm gonna put the link to the channels that I described, and you know, I recommend you check these guys out, even though they don't really make content like that anymore. You know, definitely check their videos out. You know, you'll see why I am doing what I'm doing now, and look forward to future content coming. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.